remember, this trip was sponsored by Carefront Travel and Tour and King's Air Travel and Tour. We say a big thank you to them. You seemed happier a few minutes ago than now.
No, I'm okay. I'm still happy.
Okay.
It was just cooling off a bit.
Yeah. What's the general mood in camp? Not just after this win, but for the last few match days. What can you say about the mood in camp?
Well, I think that generally the team has been very focused, starting from my good self. Our resolve to get the team to the level that Ghanaians want has never changed. So when a few days ago the team won 3-1, it gave us new levels of energy. The boys began to have the self-belief that it is possible. And I'm not surprised that today they gave us a very disciplined performance, getting the 3 all-important points. I am extremely happy.
So we all know how the first 2 games went in the qualifying series. The last 2 games has been an absolutely beautiful story. Or did you think when you were hiring me that it was going to be this smooth?
Well, I did say at the press engagement that Coach Milovan is somebody that we know. He's somebody who has achieved the very best for Ghana before, for which reason we should be confident in what he can probably offer our dear country. So we're all confident that we will do well. Obviously, football is football, and you never know how things could change during game time. But he's very experienced. Besides him, we also brought on board Maxwell Kunedu as an assistant coach. He's been there before. We brought Otto Addo from Dortmund. So we had no doubt that we've been able to put together a very, very interesting technical team. And I think that day in, day out, we get more confidence in the new setup. And I believe that the 3 of them, of course, with Richard Olele Kingston and the rest of the technical team, they will take Ghana to the promised land.
Interesting stuff, and already the signs are there for all of us to see. And the general vibe around the Black Stars has improved in the last few weeks.
I'm just trying to be very calm. But believe me, I'm super excited. And it's good when you work so hard and when you think that you are in the right way and eventually it happens. You should celebrate. And I believe that everybody in the team deserve to celebrate what they have achieved in this very, very short period.
It's the penalty area. There's a shot and there's the goal! Brilliant start! Ghana celebrate! They've hit the floor running.
I think that Ghanaians love our Black Stars. We love our Black Stars. It's the biggest brand we have as a football association, and the FA obviously will do whatever it takes for our Black Stars to shine. And I think that we are in the right way.
What would you say has changed in the dressing room or in camp generally? There seems to be a positive vibe.
Well, naturally, we have a very, very disciplined team, to be honest. I'm told by people who have been involved with the Black Stars that perhaps this is the most serene atmosphere they've ever experienced with the Black Stars. Plus, most importantly, I mean, Coach Milovan comes with a history. Okay, he's been here before. The likes of Dede and Wakaso, who've played with him, know him very well. They know what he likes and what he doesn't like. Otto Addo comes in as a fresh face with new energy. So that also serves as an inspiration to the players in the dressing room. And the vibes coming out of the dressing room is so positive. I mean, there's a unity of purpose. The players stand up for each other. They work together as a unit. You remember in my pre-departure speech to the team, I said to them that it's important they stay as a unit, they play as a unit. And we saw that in the last two games, they played as a unit. Even in today's game, in a game that we didn't have our fluidity, in a game that we didn't have our usual dominant self, they played as a block, and I think that tells you clearly that there's hope for our tomorrow.
About 25 metres out from Thomas Partey, over the wall and through the goalkeeper and into the net. A thunderous hit from Thomas Partey, and the Black Stars of Ghana have the breakthrough here in Harare today.
As the president of the FA, you'll be in the best position to answer this one. What's the future of the Black Stars like, considering the fact that we have such a great talent, or a great group of talents coming through, the likes of Kamau? It's too exciting. It's Kamau, it's Kudus, it's Fatal, it's Ahaku, and the courage to even call him from the Division 1.
From which division? I've forgotten. From which division?
From Division 1.
Division 1.
Joe was an unknown quantity before this one has become another huge.
Did you say Fatal came from Division 1?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You didn't hear that?
It's good you've reminded me.
So the general outlook of the team seems, the profile of the squad is quite young. What's the future of the Black Stars?
Before I answer that question, let me say that I'm very, very proud that we've been able to run a very good football season that has produced the best U20 player on the African continent. And this best U20 player did not come from the Premier League of Ghana. It came from the First Division. Okay, that tells you the energy and the effort and quality of the league that we organized in the last season. Now, I've already said that the future of this team looks so promising. The team is made up of young players. Most of them are very young. Most of them are coming up in their clubs. And with this new Tenkra team that we have in place, I think that when we regroup again in November, this team would improve, and this team would improve and improve along the line. There are quite a number of players who are absent, obviously. I know the coach will continue to scout for talent, and the FA will support the Tenkra team in finding the right talent for our Black Stars. We deserve to be with the very best on the African continent. We deserve to be with the very best in the world, i.e. the World Cup. So whatever it takes, the FA, with the amazing support from the Ministry of Youth and Sports and the government, would give our Black Stars all the support they need to be able to deliver for us.
Okay, let me ask you this one. What's the situation with Mohamed Salisu? Very interesting player, performing really well.
I will not unfortunately speak to individual situations. I think that we have a new Tenkra team in place. They will scout very well, including the name you mentioned. They will engage the players that they think could be very interesting to our cause, and we'll give them the best of support in getting the players. If it is that a player decides not to play for Ghana, it's their prerogative, okay? But I believe that our Blasters is interesting, our Blasters is attractive enough to be able to attract any quality player who is a Ghanaian anywhere in the world. What I can say for a fact is that we'll give opportunities to Ghanaians anywhere in the world. The fact that you don't live in Ghana physically doesn't mean you're not a Ghanaian. And I say this all the time, that my son was born in England and lives in England. It doesn't mean he's not a Ghanaian. So if it's Cristiano Ronaldo, shouldn't he play for Ghana? He would play for Ghana if he is of that quality. Okay, so we'll continue with that policy of looking for talents everywhere in the world. And if it is that we reach agreements with such talents, they represent Ghana. A few weeks, a month ago, I met with, what's the name of this chap? Kojoban, now signed for Watford, together with the boy who played in Colchester, Kwame. The boy who came for one of the much earlier games, I've forgotten his name. Now, Ba has played for the U21 of Germany. Okay, I mean, if we don't act very well, if we don't work very well, we will lose talents. Okay, today, if you look at our squad, there's one Jiku who we scouted. There's one Daniel Kovichre, which we scouted, and there's one Jojo in the goalpost of Ghana. Okay, it's because of the aggressive nature of our desire to bring talents or players of Ghanaian descent to the squad. So we'll continue in that perspective and see what we can achieve together with the Tankard team.
Is Ghana making the World Cup? It's not just the next two games, it's also the crucial double header. Do you think our team is ripe enough to play and come out victorious against the top sides like Senegal, Algeria, or any of the other sides we meet?
Okay, so first of all, we are a top side. We are a top side, okay. I think that this team would improve. I think this team will fight for qualification with their lives. You've already seen it. And I am very, very positive about our tomorrow because of the sacrifices we are making today. I believe Ghana will make it.
Okay. How proud are you as the FA president? You are the man in charge. I mean, of course, there are flaws in everything, but you are the man in charge when everything seems to be going well, administratively, playing body, technical quality. How proud are you, even with the organization of the local leagues, the national teams, and everything else?
First of all, I'm human. It's our desire to do our very best for our dear country, for our football industry. And in doing that, we will make mistakes. But I don't think that our vision is different from your vision or the vision of the people who consume what we offer. All of us want the best football ecosystem, football industry. I am extremely happy about what we have done so far. I'm extremely happy. I think that we've worked like no other. And I believe that given the energy levels that we have shown, if we keep our focus, the football industry in Ghana will be the ultimate beneficiary. The domestic products, the national teams. I have said on varied platforms that Ghana has to be competitive on all fronts. Administratively, I think we are there. The national teams, it's coming gradually. I mean, I'm super excited about the fact that we are African champions at the U20 level, boys. We're looking at how the Black Queens will qualify for the Nations Cup. We're giving them all the support. We're looking at the Black Princesses, the Black Maidens also qualifying to the Mondial. And most importantly, we're looking at we're looking towards seeing our U17 boys qualify for the World Cup. It's been a while since we made it, so we have a lot of work to do, but I believe that with the right levels of support from the media, from all key stakeholders, we will get to the promised land.
What's the FA's relationship with the sports ministry?
Fantastic. You can see the Deputy Sports Minister here. You have seen the Chief Director of the Sports Ministry here. You have seen other officials, not only of the Sports Ministry, but also of the National Sports Authority here. That tells you the kind of relationship that we have with the sports sector. I have said on numerous platforms that for any football association on the African continent to be successful, you need to have a very good working relationship with the government of the day. And I have ensured that we've kept a very good relationship with the sports ministry and with government. We'll have our disagreements because it's a human institution, it's a human endeavor, but we always disagree to agree, and that's how beautiful our relationship is, and we intend to develop this relationship even much better than it is.
My last question to you then. There's been some recent issues with the NSA, which should ideally be resolved for the smooth running of sports, because football is such an integral part of sports in Ghana. What do you make of the recent issues?
I think that the NSA and the Football Association have roles to play in the sports industry. We've been working with the NSA for so many years, but it is important that we all understand the roles we play and ensure that we play it to the best of our ability. What is good is that there's been engagements, and I believe that we'll have a clear solution very, very soon. The engagements have been led by the sector minister, and I think that he is very much knowledgeable. He understands the rules of the sport. He understands the roles each of the two institutions has to play, and I think that we'll cross the red line very soon.
So we have a solution in sight shortly?
Shortly, yeah.
My last thing, I said it was the last question, but this one just popped up. What's your estimation of local coaches? Because you do know that Ghanaians have such an opinion of local coaches and what they think of local coaches, the quality that they bring on board, especially at the very high level, in this case the Black Stars. What do you make of it, and what do you intend doing going forward to bring coaches?
I think that the Ghana football industry cannot be complete without Ghanaian coaches. One of the key things that I set out to do very early in our tenure has been to invest in our coaches. Okay, let me just make this season. Let me use this season as an example. We've run quite a number of courses locally to ensure that we help improve the capacity of our coaches. I have said on numerous occasions that it's always important for everybody in football to be interested in capacity building, okay? And that's the only way we can improve. Ghanaian coaches have played big roles in our football history. I mean, if I would want to start to mention names, I'm sure it will be endless. I mean, and it's important that we have the belief in our coaches, help them to improve, and give them opportunities, okay? Indeed, this administration has given local coaches loads of opportunities, right from the U15 levels to the Black Stars level. We've not only given them opportunities, we've even increased the number of coaches who work with our national teams. Each of the national teams now work with 3 coaches, a head coach and 2 assistant coaches across board, male, female. Okay, that's the belief we have in the local coaches. We'll continue to invest in them. The very, very top ones who have opportunities they deserve. Those who show the desire to learn, we will help. But we'll continue to aggressively offer them opportunities to improve. That's why, for the first time, we've put together a technical directorate headed by Bernard Lepe, who is very much into capacity building of our coaches and ensuring that our coaches get the right levels of support.
Share